Hola and bienvenidos everybody. My name is NittPicc. If you don't know who I am a flutist and a music educator who enjoys all types of music. Today's reaction comes from Patreon supporter and perfect fourth tier member, Vule. I am excited to do this reaction because from what I understand, it is a Nightwish cover. And the funny part is, I know I shouldn't do this, but I haven't listened to the original version, which might be a thing I check out next. But today we are listening to the suggestion of I'm gonna butcher this name, hopefully not, Ørlendr or Ørlendr. And the song we're listening to is called Elan, and this is the folk metal version of the Nightwish song. So I'm excited to jump into this, but before I do, if you like the channel, please like and subscribe. If you want to check out more, there's some links down in the description below for my Discord, as well as my Patreon, where you can check out extra content, free content, anime reactions if you're into it. Also, there's that new little hype button. I would love it if you shared one of your hypes with me this week. It would be absolutely sweet and absolutely lovely. But anyway, I'll shut up. Let's get into it. Did I hear some vocal fry? Okay. Love that we have some flutes. Love the vocals. Ooh, trilling the flute. I love that they're layering a lot. I can't stop it yet. Okay, so before we go on, the reason why I want to stop is because I want to talk about it instead of talking over the recording. There was a lot of cool things that I heard. So we have what would be called a block flute, which it's just another term for a type of recorder. In other words, it has a fipple style flute, meaning that there's a whistle like that carved out hole that you see in the front of the recorder. Obviously, we're not going to get a good shot. Yeah, so here's the fipple, okay? And then we have tone holes in the front, or finger holes in the front, and there's a finger hole in the back. So it's played similarly to a recorder. Now, he obviously has this larger recorder, which I think might be an alto or a tenor, but then he's got the little piccolo, the tiny one, which is playing the higher pitch stuff, which is really, really pretty. What I actually love about this a lot, and this is just me being a typical flutist, is that I'm getting a lot of the block flute slash recorder. I feel like as someone who typically likes flutes, right, that we're getting a lot of that in the sound. There might be one part that I think they could have lowered it in the mix, but personally, I like it. It makes me happy. As a flutist, it just brings me joy. Okay. Also, beautiful sounds from the block flute, as well as the trills, the added ornamentation that is going on in the recorder itself. Now, what's really cool is the layering. So I wanted to talk about this. So we hear a lot of unique layering. So obviously we get a lot of recorder, we get a lot of guitar, bass, and drums guiding us through the song. But then all of a sudden we get this woman's voice. She's singing the melody. And then what's really cool is underneath we start hearing some scream style singing, but it's not so much heightened in the mix that it's right underneath her voice. It's like, it's kind of this experience of where she's singing the song to you, but someone's yelling it from a distance. And I love that feeling. It's very, very pretty. Or, well, it's unique and it's very pretty because I love the singer's voice. It's really pretty. So hold on. I want to go back to about here. So see, we have her clean vocals. And hear me out, if you listen very carefully, there's also some, I don't know if it's synth or possible like Pro Tools orchestral writing, but there's some orchestral underlay in here. If you listen very, very carefully, you can hear the strings, the like orchestral accompaniment. It's very pretty. Yeah, do you hear the scream singing is coming in? Trill from the recorder. See the orchestra? Love the moving eighth note line in the recorder. Listen to the vocals layered. Outlining the chords. And then this part. What's cool is we have the guitars, like the band is basically chucking along, right? But we also have vocals, which I can't quite understand what's being sung. I don't care. I like the sound of it. But then it's almost like our recorder gets the solo. And I'm sorry. I think it's really neat that the solo is the recorder and not like a guitar. Not saying that guitarists, you shouldn't shine here. We probably will get one, but I'm like, again, very partial to this recorder solo because it's, again, cute. And we get a lot of turns, ornamentation, pitch bends. And then we get a change in musical scenery. Long pitches from the recorder. See the strings? So they layered the main singer's voice. Ooh. Very prominent violin. I'm only going to stop it because that feels like a very like ended moment. And it gives me a little bit of time to go back and talk about it. The shift from the folk metal style opening, right? It's very, very apparent that they're trying to create a folk metal version of it. And it's exciting. It's very different. Again, I can't say much because I haven't heard the Nightwish version of it. It'll be coming now. But the beautiful thing about it is that it shifts into it changes the scenery. It drops out the guitars being electric, and obviously you can hear the introduction of acoustic guitars, and then we get more acoustic instruments. You hear the real like very forward violin sound. We hear the recorder still. It's so pretty. And then her voice, the singer's voice is layered upon herself. So she's recorded multiple lines, but listen to how pretty this is. Like we still have the drums. But even that starts to fade into the distance. Taste the wine. Listen to the violin. Listen. And the recorder together. Dum, da dum, ta two, ta one. Love the change in feel and time. 1, ta two, ta three, ta four. Nice change in feel and time. And listen to how this just tapers away. So what's next? Ooh, the ornamentation in the vocals. It's a beautiful trade-off between the recorder and the vocals. Love this almost double time feels solo from the recorder.
Riding hard, every shooting star comes to life. Open mind, have a laugh, happy orthodox. Come drink deep, the depth of my feet. Travel with great land, dance a jig at a funeral.
Come, taste the wine, bitch.
Whoa. What? So in this whole middle section, we get this section of just pure beauty, pure gorgeousness, like the trade-off between the vocals and the recorder, and then the recorder and the vocals moving together, this ornamentation between them. Like what I mean by the ornamentation is all this like anytime they go into a certain pitch and they're holding that pitch, but it sounds like they're kind of wiggling around it. That's ornamentation, especially in the vocals, like that just adding some color. What it does is it creates more motion. It creates less just mundane, just long tones, meaning like instead of going which is effective, but if you went like adding those little things really, really affects the music. And then out of nowhere, taste the wine, bitch. Look, I love me a good glass of wine. I haven't had wine in a while because I feel like when you open a bottle of wine, you're supposed to share it with someone. It's usually like 4 glasses of wine. I can't do that on my own, so I like need to share. So that was so random, but then jumping straight into back to the metal version, nice drop. That's literally like a drop of the pace there. Drop the beat like they would in EDM. This shift, you would never see it coming. And then,
Come, taste the wine, bitch.
love that unison. And then we're back into it. Dee-doo-da-doo, dee-doo-da-doo. Love the moving guitar line. Ooh, nice pitch bend in the recorder. That ending is super surprising. What is happening? What is this last part? I am not the same having seen the moon shine from the other side of the world. Dedicated to all the bright souls that everly blaze, you grace this earth with life so bubbles. Oh, that's cute. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I searched this band before I did this reaction, and they're not very well known. This video's got a lot of views for them, but like they're not very well known, and I don't know how recent they have been doing music or how long they've been starting this project or whatever. But whatever they're doing, it's doing really well. They should continue doing what they're doing. But yeah, I would love to hear something, you know, self-made by them as well. But like a lot of people usually start with covers, right? So good for them. This is really, really good. Very, very well produced and very well written out. And I guess my next journey would be listening to Nightwish and their version of Elan. So awesome. This is really, really cool. Thanks for the reaction suggestion. All right, so I'm going to continue the conversation with music by having you guys let me know what you think, what you know, if you know who Ørlendr, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Please correct me if I'm wrong, please. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you think about the band. Let me know what you thoughts about the cover. If I should check out Nightwish's Elan, let me know down below. Also, I want to pose a question to you. What is your favorite folk instrument? I want to continue this little question at the end of videos. So yeah, what is your favorite folk instrument? Anyway, before I go, if you like the channel, please like and subscribe. If you want to check out more, there's some links down in the description below for the Discord, as well as the Patreon, where you can check out extra content, free content, anime reactions, and you know, if you want to give me that little hype for the week, it would be nice. You'd be so sweet. Anyway, I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.